Now in this lecture we will gonna be working on the main function that we will gonna use, and let's just create that function. Inside the drop section, whenever the person drop any file, it will gonna trigger that function. So all the HTTP request and the data setting will be done inside that function. The process, the result, all will done inside that function. That will be the main function, we can say. So let's just start it. We will gonna name this upload, and in upload it will take a parameter of the data that will drop or will use using the file element. Okay, so let's just create that function right here. We will say function upload. Here it will take files. You can give whatever name, it's just a function parameter name. You can write whatever you want. The first thing that we will gonna do is to create the variable form data. It will be is equals to new form data. It's a JavaScript form data class, and we are gonna use it. And the next thing that we will gonna create is xhr is equals to new xml http request. It will hold all the request. And one more thing, iteration x, what we're gonna say. We do not have to assign any value in that, so we are pretty much here. Now what we have to do, as you can see, we already got the data here. So what we need to do here, we need to loop through that data and put all the data inside the form data so we can send it through HTTP request. So for that, we will gonna create the for loop. We will gonna say x is equals to 0 because the data start from 0. X, we will say less than the size of this data. So if you remember, we had a length attribute in there. So we will gonna say files dot, and the third parameter is increment x plus plus. Now inside for loop, what we will have to do is to use that form data instant. Form data is equals to, is equals to, we have to append dot append, and now inside append we will pass two parameters. One is the name that we will gonna send to the post or whatever method we will, and the other one is the value. So for the value, we will gonna say files will be x position, so it will keep appending the file. If I drop some file over, like 2 files, as you can see, length is the attribute that I was talking about, and inside that we have 2 files array, 0 and 1. So when x will be 0, it will get this file. When x will be 1, it will get this file. So now you can understand. So all the time it will append form data, and all the data will set inside the form. After that, what we will have to do, we will have to open the request. For doing that, we use the open command, and the first parameter is the method, so we will gonna say it will be post. The second parameter is the URL or the file name. We will gonna say upload.php. We haven't created that yet, but we will gonna create it. Sorry, I missed the code. So the third parameter is that whether you send the values asynchronous or synchronized. So we're gonna say true. So xlr dot send, and we will gonna send the form data. Okay, so yes, we are pretty much done here for sending the request. Now it will send the request. When we will create the PHP file, it will show the result as well. Now we have to create one more handler inside this upload function. It will be the uploading function which will handle our progress bar. So let me create it. It will be created under xhr instant, because this is the instant which will perform all the process of uploading and showing the result and so on and so on. So we will gonna say upload dot add event listener. In event listener, we will gonna say first parameter the name of the listener. We will say progress, and the second parameter, as you all know, is the function that what we have to exactly perform. So in here we will gonna take the value, we will gonna say p, and p is equals to event dot loaded divide by e dot total and multiply by 100. So it will give the percent of our value that has been uploaded. And for make it round, we will gonna say math dot round. So it will make the entire value a round figure. So now we have got the amount in p. We can set the progress bar width using that p. And we also have to set the progress bar display, because we will by default make it hide for the first time, so we will able to make things nicer. Progress main, because we will hide everything at the first time, so progress main should be display. Okay, now what we have to do, the second thing, we have to access the progress bar dot progress bar, the main one. Now we will say dot empty, because it will make empty, so all the time whenever someone drop the file, it will reset. Otherwise it will just append with the value which would be there at that time. So empty will empty the inside things, and we will gonna say width would be, as you can see, p, and we will also gonna say text. So for text, we will gonna say p and append p with person, so user can understand it's a person. It's a value in person, not in pixel or something. We will quickly have to go to style, and we will have to make progress main display none. As you remember, I made it and I misspelled as well. So now it will be hide by default. So let's just come back to the JS file, because we have to also write few more things. Let me refresh that. Now you can see the progress main is disabled. Let me show you. If I inspect this, where it is progress main, as you can see, progress main right now disabled. I mean to say hide. If I remove that, or if I drop something here, let me drop something as well, so you can see it will work. Oh, we get the error. Yeah, because upload.php is not available. Let's just quickly go there and create upload.php, so we do not get any error. We will gonna say just empty for now, upload.php. Now save it, go back to our JS file. Now refresh this page. Now that's the thing. Okay, the file is not uploaded yet. That's why the progress event handler didn't start it. Once we will write the PHP, it will start working. So for now, let me create another one. This time we will gonna work on cancellation button. So let's just quickly go over there, and we're gonna create .cnbtn. This is our cancellation button. When it will click, when the cancellation button will click, what we will have to do, we will have to say r.abort, finish the process. And also we have to stop the progress bar right away and show some error kind of a thing. So we will say progress dash bar dot add class, and we will gonna say abort, and we will say empty, so it will again got reset, and append. This time we are gonna say we are appending bort aborted. Cool. That's all I have to do. And one more thing, in the onDrop section, in the onDrop function, we will also gonna have to write progress bar. So whenever someone drop, the progress bar should be reset. So if I come here, I will say dollar double quotes progress bar. The width would be 0, text would be nothing, and it will also gonna remove class abort. In case, it will be definitely gonna happen, it's the real-time fact. If someone accidentally hit the wrong image, if he clicked on the button cancellation, and it will put the value and things like abort, and the background color would be red. So what if he again go to there and drag some write files and drag over there and drop? So we should have to make our progress bar reset, and if in case it is the second time, as I mentioned, so it should remove the abort, because abort, we are just going here and we are writing the abort style. It will be just a color. We will gonna say abort, and background color, this time background color would be red D9534F, and again important. So that's pretty much it. Let me save it here. Let me come here, open, and drag some file over. Okay, all is good now. Now we will gonna come in next video, and we will gonna create the PHP file for that, so we can handle the processes in next videos. So take care for now. Bye bye.